Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Patrick Daniels from the Beard Channel again, coming again today to bring you guys a nice new video. I want to talk to you guys for a brief moment about one major, major minor issue. It's a little bit of the two. It could be, you can make it a major issue, but if you approach it the right way, it can become a minor issue. So what I want to talk to you guys today about is your beard routine. I think more than anything, your beard routine will aid you the most, I believe. Um, because what happens is we get pretty excited about this new venture, this thing that we're gonna go after, if you will. A lot of guys end up, getting somewhere into it, and they chop the beard, or you know, um, you don't want to become, like obsessively compulsive about anything. You don't want to be thinking about it all day long, all day strong, as they say, regardless to what it is. You wanna get a thing, you wanna, brand it with a routine, and you wanna be in there and out of there. You know what I mean? You don't need much. Get a nice little soap, if you will. Get a nice healthy soap. Do a few little different things of research. Segments of research. Get yourself and it depends on which phases you're in. Of course, if you're in the beginning phases, you probably don't want to invest into something like a mustache wax or anything like that, because there's not actually enough hair there to actually have a purpose to wax for. There's no like fixed position or placement or style that you can actually set up for yourself, if you will. But what I do recommend is set yourself a goal. If you're get into this thing, grow this beard out. Get your get your get your beard wet, if you will. Into the circumstances and situation. What you want to do is you want to get yourself an oil. You know, um, you know. I typically, when I'm going after these different goals, I establish a particular type of lifestyle that aids exercising or something like that. So do something that's intrinsic outside of the home, something exercise, and in the garden, whatever, just build yourself a fun routine. So you want to do something that's gonna you know elicit some work out of you. You work all day long. You do what you do. You come home, you take a long shower, and you get out the shower. You first thing you do when you get out, you dry that bad boy off. You put some oil in there, keep it moisturized, and then you might want some type of scented thing, like a rosemary oil, or a rose hip oil, or a peppermint oil, or something like that, and it'll just give you that little twist that you need, as far as a nice, not heavy scent. You might want to go after something, along the lines of old myrrh or something like that, and just have a nice scent. You're gonna want a nice scent. You want a nice oil. You're gonna want a shampoo brush, and that shampoo brush will allow you to exfoliate those pores and stuff like that. And that's pretty much all you need. I mean, there's tons of different ones that you can get into and get involved with. I think that as time progresses and stuff like that, and you begin to grow, reward yourself. Get a new oil. Try a new. Balms are really good. Because balms remind me of cocoa butter. They leave the beard moisturized in a different type of way. More of a it's like a more solidified, creamy kind of a vibe. If you will. I think it helps to coat and retain the moisture. Pretty well. It's not oily, which is real good. So you might have a balm day, you might have an oil day. But the best thing you can really do is just keep it simple, stay patient, look forward to it, and don't cut it. You know what I mean? Because that you just don't get anywhere with it when you're cutting it. Or trimming on it, or if you will. Don't try to beautify it and trim it. The way I advise and recommend the guys that I consult with about beards is, if you take care of the top, by the time the bottom begins to, it'll go through its transition periods. If you're starting from, like a bald face, you know what I mean? You have the stubble, and then you have the part where it's, maybe you have some gaps that are filling in over time and stuff, if you will. And my philosophy of that is that if if you're taking care of your hair, you know, you're keeping your hair, you know, cut, or you're keeping your lines edge and keeping your stuff sharp, and your neckline looks good and all that stuff. I don't line below here. Don't line below the ear. I would not mess with below the ear. Don't fade this out or anything like that. I know a lot of guys that fade this out, and then the way I look at it is you when you do that, you don't end up with a beard at the end of the situation. What you end up with that after that, when you continually edge and fade these sides right here, you end up with a chin. You know, you end up with a lot of hair on your chin. You don't have a beard. You know, it's like super short on the sides and long on the bottom, and this will flow down as well. You know, and in time, you know, as you build mass, you can get a nice shape or style to it, and grow that style out, and it'll look really great. It'll look really awesome after that year, you know, at least a year of beard, you know, year that you grow, if you will. So, you know, you know, if you, my philosophy is always, you know, if you take care of the crown, by the time this area right here, this actual beard that you're growing out, you know, is it gets through its stage of confusion for the other people. By the time they figure out what you're even doing or growing, it'll be there by then. You know what I mean? So, you know, just stay patient with it. You know, grow it out. Get yourself a routine. Have fun. Forget about it. And it's that simple, guys. So, you know, peace and blessings. All the best. Please subscribe down below. Follow me on Instagram at Pat Greg Funk Bass. Also, you can follow my Tumblr is patrickgdanes.tumblr.com. And you guys just have a great day. You know what I mean? All the best. Peace.